Okay guys, here's the tank. Everything is ready. It's been 2 weeks and the tank has been cycled. Light working, filter is on. I do want to upgrade the filter at another time, but I'll do that a bit later. The substrate is also going to come in, but again a bit later as well. So right now we've got the fish and it's time to start acclimating. Okay, so this is the first fish. As you can see, or maybe see, fancy goldfish, pearlscale, and from what I think he looks like a male. The reason I'm only putting one in at first is just to test everything, but also because I just want to make sure of the sex as he grows a bit bigger before I get obviously whatever its counterparts will be. So I'm going to start with the acclimation and then he'll be in the tank in a little bit. So the acclimation has just finished. What we do is you put the bag into the water so that the water gets to the same temperature, so it's not a big shock when he goes in the tank. Then what we also do is we slowly drip water from the tank into the bag so that he gets used to the pH level, the composition, etc. And then what I'm going to do now is take the net, take him out of the bag and put him into the tank. A lot of people just pour it straight in, but you don't really want to get the pet store water into the aquarium because you don't know what it's been carrying. So rather minimize the level of parasites or bacteria, whatever is in the aquarium store water, you don't want in your tank really. So alright, I'm going to need some hands for this, so let me get that done. And there you have it guys. First pearlscale is in the tank. And technically speaking, you could use this setup into perpetuity. Because I mean look, we got a 40-liter tank, we've got a filter that's running, we've got good water quality, we've got a light. So technically speaking I could keep it like this, but I do want to move away from the bare bottom tank, put in some gravel, put in a bit of a centerpiece, and I want to upgrade the filtration as well. So we'll do that over time. But the basics are done, and that kind of brings us to the end of this video. So thank you for watching. It was not easy. It's a bit more trouble than I thought it would be, but definitely worth it, I think. So yeah, we got our first pearlscale in the tank, and he looks quite happy. And hopefully he keeps on growing and getting bigger, and eventually down the line we'll get him a mate, upgrade the tank a little bit, and he should be pretty happy. So we'll update you guys on the progress on this tank and even my other tank as well. But yeah, thanks for watching the renovation of a previously owned tank. Alright, now we get to the next part of the tank, which is the gravel or substrate. So I thought one bag would be a bit little and two a bit much, but we'll see how it goes, rather too much than too little. So now what we're going to do is open up these bags, wash out all the gravel, just get rid of all the dirt and grit. You don't want any of that in the tank. And then we'll put it in and see how it looks. And there you go, put a substrate in the tank. So the purpose here, like I said, is to keep it very easy, very low maintenance. So we'll put a thin layer of substrate so that it's easy to suck out any gunk or anything that gets caught in there. But at the same time, anything that's floating around will also go in between the rocks and it won't disrupt the water. So that's about that. And then just the final thing I want to put in. So eventually, this tank I'm going to be putting in a centerpiece. So what I anticipate is a bit of driftwood in the middle, quite a tall one, and then tie some Java fern to it. So you got some plants in the tank, helps with the nitrates, and also helps with oxygenation, filtering of the water and things. But it might take me a little while to get the driftwood, the specific piece that I'll need, and one that I'll need to find. But in the meantime, just to finish it off, is that. So just a little piece of Java fern. Obviously not going to do much. It's not going to grow too hectically with this kind of gravel substrate, but what it will do is just provide a little bit of a thing for the fish, but mostly oxygenate a little bit, filter the water a bit, get rid of the nitrates a little bit. So it's got a little bit of function there. Like I said, the eventual plan is to put a piece of driftwood in the middle and then get some Java fern and tie it to the driftwood. So you've got a structure that you can hide behind. You'll have plants attached to it, which will obviously do work for the filtration of the water, but that'll come in a little bit of time. Got to find the right piece of driftwood, put it together. But for now, the guy's got some gravel, which will also help with the biological filtration because microbacteria can grow in there. And then we got the plants help with the filtration and the nitrates. So yeah, the beginning part of what will be, I think, quite a nice tank, and eventually another pearl scale goldfish and hopefully a good breeding pair. So that's about it for now.